Welcome to this explainer. Now, consider a pretty provocative idea for a second. What if the next billion-dollar companies out there won't have 100 employees? What if, actually, they have exactly one? Just a single person leveraging an absolute army of AI agents to do the heavy lifting. Today, we're going to walk through a pragmatic, step-by-step tutorial on the framework that is making this exact scenario possible.
Here's how we're going to break it down today. 1. The solo AI revolution. 2. How to find painful customer problems. 3. Solving those problems manually. 4. Crafting a simple offer. And 5. Why you absolutely must prototype before you code.
Okay, let's dive right into this. Section 1. The solo AI revolution.
You see, growth doesn't equal a massive payroll anymore. The old traditional model, it was basically just managed chaos. You have an idea, you hire people, things get messy, so you just add more headcount to try and fix it. But the solo AI model completely flips this on its head. Instead of throwing bodies at a problem, your job is to identify a bottleneck, automate it with AI, and actually shrink your complexity as your revenue grows. You're not doing the busy work. You are designing the system that does the work. Which brings us to our first major phase, Section 2, Finding Painful Customer Problems. To do this, you need a massive mindset shift. You have to fall in love with the problem, not the tech. Take entrepreneur Dan Martell, for example. He almost killed his software company, Flowtown, because he tried selling this incredible marketing tool to small businesses, instead of the agencies who actually needed it. He was obsessed with his own technology, rather than being obsessed with his customers' true pain.
So how do you find that true pain? Well, you absolutely must differentiate between painkillers and vitamins. A vitamin is just a nice-to-have, right? It's easily ignored. But a painkiller? That is an urgent, must-have solution. You want to hunt for severe, blinding pain points in rapidly growing markets. Think AI automation, real estate, healthcare. These are places that desperately need painkillers right now.
And this brilliantly illustrates one of my absolute favorite tactics. If you call to sell, you'll get advice. But if you call for advice, you'll get a sale. Literally, just reach out to 10 potential customers and ask them strictly for their advice on a problem you're researching. No pitching whatsoever. By truly understanding their deep challenges, you naturally open the door to present your solution down the line.
Okay, Section 3. Solve the problem manually.
Before you even think about automating a single thing, you need to master the manual illusion. Fix the problem by hand. Start with simple workflows, not complex features. Look at Matt's app, Precision. It's a powerful AI data platform now, but it started out as just a simple spreadsheet. He manually cleaned his customers' data to simulate the product, validate that the problem was real, and gather those early adopters long before any actual AI automation existed.
Moving right along to Section 4, craft a simple offer.
Now that we truly understand the pain, we need to get paid to learn. And we do that by selling a simple, done-for-you offer using a precise 5-part structure: problem, promise, timeline, price, and guarantee. Let me give you a real-world example of how this sounds. Stop losing customers. We will clean your database in 30 days for $2,500 a month or your money back. Boom. It is clear, it's concise, and frankly, it's irresistible. So here is your immediate action item. Get back on the phone with those initial 10 contacts you asked for advice. Reaffirm the challenges they told you about, and invite them into an early adopter program using that exact 5-part offer. This is exactly how you secure your initial funding before a single line of software even exists. Let's move to and see how this builds into Section 5, Prototype Before You Code.
Listen, we do not want to waste 50 grand on engineers here, so we use a clickable prototype. Let's be clear on the definition. A clickable prototype is not a product. It is a completely fake solution that doesn't actually work. It exists entirely to simulate the user experience and test customer reactions. You are literally just faking it to validate real-world demand before committing your resources.
I love to lean heavily into the Wizard of Oz analogy here. It looks totally real on the front, but it's completely fake in the back. Remember Flowtown? They used this exact method to validate financial demand. When customers tried to buy their totally unbuilt product, they simply told them, "Oh, sorry, our servers are overloaded, you're on a wait list." And it worked. And the best part, you don't need a fancy designer for this. Here is your actionable prototyping toolkit: Figma or AI-powered tools like UXPilot.ai and Visily.ai. With these, you can just describe the interface you want in plain English, and they will generate slick professional mockups for you in seconds.
So let's break down the literal steps. Step 1. Quickly sketch your screen flows on a piece of paper. Step 2. Use those AI tools to build high-fidelity, clickable screens. And step 3, get that fake demo in front of 5 real customers. I guarantee you will learn way more from watching 5 customers click around a fake interface than you ever would from 5 weeks of hard coding.
Once that demand is validated, then, and only then, do you build your minimum viable product, or MVP. Core features only, folks. Don't try to boil the ocean. Remember, Facebook started with just one college. Amazon started with just books. Today, you can even use AI tools like Manus.ai to generate a functional, bare-bones app directly from your prototype.
Because at the end of the day, complexity kills more businesses than competition. That is a drop-the-mic truth right there. As a solopreneur, your agility is your ultimate advantage. The goal is to keep things painfully simple at the start. As you grow, you don't scale up by adding a bunch of middle managers. You scale by adding automated AI agents.
We live in this incredible era where AI solves technical hurdles in a matter of seconds, which means technology, it's just not the differentiator anymore. When AI can solve literally any problem, the real problem is knowing exactly what problem to solve. So I'll leave you with this. What pain will you solve today? Thanks for joining me for this explainer. Now